Denzel, what's it like to learn this cornerback group from what was already the number one pass defense in the country last year?
It's great to have everyone back. That was just time to, put everything together, continue to chase that 1%, continue to help each other out, hold each other accountable, and continue to do what we do, but at a higher level.
What was important for your own decision coming back?
Honestly, just make more money. I had a first, second round grade, but at the end of the day, I had no gold pants, no Big Ten, no natty. So just being able to come back with my brothers, doing it for the state of Ohio, and trying to finish the job this year, man. That's the plan.
How has Caleb fit into your guys' secondary so far?
First day in the building. I mean, he already speaks for himself. His film speaks for himself. He already knows the whole defense. He's already out there with the ones with us. So he's that guy, and he's gonna do a lot of big things for us.
You said you had a first or second round grade.
Mm-hmm.
You still decided to come back.
Yeah.
Was that hard? Difficult?
It was definitely difficult, but I just prayed on it. Relied on my faith, and I feel like this was the best decision for me. Continue to develop into an elite corner, and there's really no rush for me to go to league. We got NIL now, so we could not worry. We don't gotta worry about too many things.
So that made that it's like NIL's presence.
Yeah.
Allows a decision to be made by a guy who said he had a first or second round grade.
Yeah, part of it.
Come back and push his stock up to maybe top 10.
Part of it. NIL was part of it. The other part was just coming back with all my brothers. Actually winning the Big Ten, winning a natty for the state of Ohio. That was our plan.
So for you, you're a 3-year starter here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're expecting you to be one of the best cornerbacks in the Big Ten, maybe in the country. But what are your goals for this year? But then also, where do you get better as a guy who's going to be a 4-year starter at Ohio State?
Okay, individual goals for me at least. I want to be able to be, recognized as the number one corner in the country. Number one corner taken off, in the 2025 draft. And, Jim Thorpe, I have a lot of big personal goals I want this year, and I'm striving daily to reach that and get 1% better every day. Team goals, I want to be able to continue to bring my leadership skills to the team, continue to push the young guys, because the young guys, they're always one injury away. And, just continue to bring the camaraderie together, continue to, work hard and, win it all.
Personal goals, you're not shy about putting them out there. Why is that, Denzel?
I'm 21 now, so it's my 4th year. I've grown a lot, matured a lot, and I'm just confident in everything that comes out of my mouth. I'm going to stand on that.
What are the biggest areas in which you think you can still get better as a player?
A lot of areas, continue to be a consistent tackler, continue to be better in the run support, continue to just, up my press game, my off game. There's always areas I can get better at, and I'm just striving to do that.
Denzel Wall spent 20 years in the NFL, almost 20 years in the NFL. How much easier is it to make that decision to come back as well when you know that you're getting developed by a guy who quite literally spent almost your entire life in the NFL?
Yeah, it was easy. A lot of talks with Coach Wall, especially at the end of the year, just, having the big picture. And, he's really helped me. He's really transformed my game on and off the field. And, I'm really happy to have him. I love him. Me and have a great relationship, and, we have a lifelong relationship.
Denzel, when you talk about those conversations with Wall, how much of those conversations taking away the he's your coach aspect of this? He's maybe your mentor, you're almost like a father.
Well, I have a mentor. I guess you could say he kind of plays both those roles, mentor and coach off the field. And it's a blessing to be able to have him in my life, to be able to we could relate, teach me the game, teach me more than I already know. And he's a big part of the reason why we're BIA.
What's next for Jermaine?
Y'all watch out. He's a dog now. He's the next one up for sure, no doubt. And I'm really proud of him from the steps he's took. He's from Cincinnati. He's gonna claim that. But I love him, man. He's my boy, and I wish nothing but the best for him. And he's gonna continue to get better every day.
For some of us, it kind of reminds us of young Denzel, the way that he's so confident. Do you see that? Do you see a little bit of you in Jermaine?
I don't like to, put myself in other people's shoes, or have them be in my shoes. Or I really don't see anybody like me ever, and I don't think I would ever go through my mind. But I see what you're saying. He's Jermaine Matthews, and he's going to be Jermaine Matthews.
Denzel, when you're now your 3rd year in the system, you've got personnel changes that are significant, including in safety, and then Sonny moving forward.
Yeah.
You're able to do more things, I would presume. confidence. Hard to play this game without a lot of confidence. But now, when you view what you have in those pieces on that defense, how does that change confidence and what you think you'll be able to do? Things you'll be able to throw at teams that maybe they haven't seen before.
Yeah. So to add on to that, like, yeah, I don't want to put too much out there, but we're going to be having a lot of different looks this year, a lot of different positions, guys everywhere, and we're going to try to, we're going to dictate what the offense can do this year, and that's our goal. And I feel a lot comfortable with the guys I'm on the field with. You could take away a lot of things knowing that you got help inside or you got help over top, and just knowing those guys are always going to be in their spot makes the game a lot more faster.
How does Sonny moving up change things?
I feel like that was a great move. For him to be in the box, him running sideline to sideline, filling gaps. I feel like it's gonna be scary for offenses, especially for his size. He's about like 230, probably run 4.3, 4.4, and it's gonna be fun.
Where are the pieces? I mean, as you look at it from your vantage point, it looks like an almost no excuses year for you guys from a defensive standpoint. Does it feel like that way too, based on the pieces that are around you?
Yeah, it's definitely natty or bust, man. That's our mentality. No excuses, man. We got to win it all. We got to win it all, and that's what we've been trying to preach that every single day. And our goal is to go out there every Saturday, hold each other accountable, play hard, and make plays and turn the ball over.
This is a place that comes with a lot of pressure, but natty or bust seems like a lot of pressure to put on yourselves.
Say that one more time.
This is always a place that comes with a lot of pressure, but not natty or bust seems like a lot of pressure to put on you guys.
Shit, diamonds are built under pressure, and we're not worried about a thing. We trust in our technique, we trust in ourselves, we trust in the team, we trust in our coaches, and we just look to have fun going this year, man, and just taking care of the no talent issues.
So where have you seen?
You came in a really veteran, talented receiver core, and then younger DBs. You guys are trying to earn your place. What's that dynamic like right now? You guys are this very veteran group, and it's the receivers who maybe are trying to prove themselves against you guys.
Yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of still there. I feel like the receivers, they had a good day one, and we came back second day. We had to put that down a little bit, but they're doing their thing. They got Cardinell, they got Meg, they got JB, JJ, Jeremiah Smith. Watch out for him, and I got no worries, man. That's zone 6, and they're gonna do what they got to do every Saturday.
Freshman corners look to you.
Freshman corners, a lot of work to do. I've been trying my hardest to continue to teach them and lead them, and making sure they have the right body language when they go on the field, making sure they're doing the job, running hard, playing hard. They got a lot of ways to go, and they haven't bought in yet.
You said that you wanted to defend Jeremiah when we were at the Cotton Bowl. We were talking about that. Have you gotten to do that much? And
Yeah, I have.
What do you think of him? You said watch out for him.
This might be a big statement, but just the way he handles himself and the way he moves and the potential he has, I feel like he might be the next best receiver to come through here. And I'm really excited to see what he can do, and sky's the limit for him.
There's a lot of young corners in this group. People are excited about. Do you feel a lot of ownership in what this cornerback group looks like next year when you're not here? By the example you're setting or things you're telling him right now?
Oh yeah, because once you BIA, you BIA forever, and once you're an alumni, the guys that are here that are representing BIA, it's a big deal, and I'm trying to prepare them for that moment. And because this is Ohio State, the media is crazy. They love you one day, they don't the next day. But at the end of the day, you guys are still doing your job. But it all comes with being at Ohio State.
You talked about NIL before. You were one of the first players who announced you'd be in the new video game.
Yeah.
Just how excited are you for that?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. I was the first one in the whole country, I think, to do it. But yeah, I was quick to do it. It's crazy to have opportunity to be in NCAA. The last one was in 2014, so just to be able to be here and be in that situation is awesome.
What do you think your rating is going to be?
I feel like they should give me a 95. What y'all think? 95.
What does it mean to get Latham back this year? Obviously, you missed him at the end of last year. It kind of cost you in certain ways.
Yeah. He's a big piece in our defense. Vet. Me have a great relationship, and we have a great relationship on the field. We kind of already know what we're thinking before the even play happens. So just having him out there, just having him knowing he's going to be in the right position always, is awesome.
What have you seen from Davison this offseason that makes you think he's gotten better?
Davison, he's that guy. He actually got Iron Buckeye this year. He's really been bringing the intensity every day, and he's probably the physical corner, the most physical corner we have right now, and he's continuing to get better in all aspects of his game, press, off, and everything. So I'm really excited for him, what he got to offer in year 3.
You mentioned you guys could be in a lot of different looks this year. The fact that there's so much returning experience and familiarity with this system that Jim Knowles brought, does that allow you maybe to do more?
Yeah, like we said earlier, a lot of tweaks, a lot of adjustments, a lot of different looks. And, this year is just all about putting it all together and making sure we win every single game.
Do you feel like you've been a major part, I'm not trying to get you patch stuff on the back, but of the return of BIA?
Mm-hmm.
Because, there were a couple of years early on that weren't that way. Do you take some pride in that?
Big pride in BIA because at the end of the day, you have players who came here before you. They watching every Saturday, and you want to be able to represent the right way and make them feel good that they were actually part of BIA. And when they have those conversations in the locker room, in the league or college, just know that we standing on business.
Have you already put yourself in the mind frame of having Lathan and Caleb Downs at safeties? You understand where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
From a security standpoint, confidence standpoint, what does that do for a cornerback to have a couple of guys back there roaming?
Honestly, just jump a lot of more routes. Be a lot more risky. Just knowing that they're gonna have your back. And yeah.
What are your first impressions of Will Howard?
Will Howard? I don't know. I guess we only been 2 days of practice, so I guess we still got a lot of more days to go. But me, I'm gonna just keep it real. I still I want to see more. Continue to. I know he has a high potential, and I'm excited for him. And 13 more practices, so we'll see.